Are you in the market for a collapsible 9mm carbine that you can fit in your backpack or you can store in your vehicle? If you are, then you're probably eyeing the Kel-Tec Sub 2000. But are you aware that Smith & Wesson released their own take on the Sub 2000? When considering a firearm for covert bag carry, there are a number of factors to take into account. First and foremost, the firearm must be very compact as it needs to fit easily into a small bag. This is the most important consideration as the purpose of a firearm intended for covert bag carry is to provide a backup weapon that can be rapidly deployed in an emergency. In addition to being compact, the firearm must also be reliable. The design should be well-proven, robust, and dependable, as the last thing you want is to have your backup weapon fail when you need it most. The cartridge chambering should also be common and effective as it needs to be economical to buy and practice with, yet terminally effective. Another key consideration is its tactical features. A good long gun needs a shoulder stock, a red dot sight, a flashlight, and other modern accessories are also must-haves as they can increase survivability in a variety of situations. The firearm must also have adequate reach with a minimum effective range of 100 yards. This is important because it allows the user to engage targets at a distance. Spare parts and aftermarket support should also be readily available as this ensures that the firearm can be maintained and repaired easily. Additionally, the firearm should be lightweight, with a maximum unloaded weight of 4.5 pounds. This makes it easy to carry and deploy even for extended periods of time. And lastly, the price of the firearm should also be within reach of a blue-collar worker, as this ensures that it is accessible to a wide range of people. Finally, the firearm should have high-capacity magazines readily available at an economical price, as this ensures that the user has enough ammunition to engage multiple targets if necessary. By taking all these factors into account, you can ensure that you choose a firearm that will provide the backup protection you need while also being easy to carry and deploy in a variety of situations. The M&P FPC by Smith & Wesson is a fascinating new pistol caliber carbine that's chambered in the highly sought-after 9mm Parabellum cartridge. What sets it apart is its unique design, which allows it to fold in half, much like Kel-Tec's Sub 2000. The main selling point of the M&P FPC is its covert carry capabilities. However, is this innovative new carbine worth buying? Let's explore its advantages and disadvantages regarding personal protection and covert carry to find out. The Smith & Wesson's FPC is a lightweight and compact pistol caliber carbine weighing only 5 pounds and measuring 30.3 inches in length. By pressing a lever, it can be folded in half, reducing its length to just 16.3 inches. This is the primary advantage of the FPC, its extremely compact size for storage. The FPC uses a simple blowback operation and can be loaded with standard M&P 9mm 17 and 23 round mags. If you carry a Smith & Wesson M&P pistol, you can use the same magazines for both weapons. Since it's chambered in the widely accepted 9x19mm, it can fire a wide variety of modern defensive loads as well as economical target and training loads. When examining the FPC, you'll notice several useful features. Firstly, the muzzle has 1/2 by 28 barrel threads that are covered by a thread protector, making it easy to mount a muzzle device or sound suppressor. Additionally, the 16.3-inch barrel is surrounded by a polymer M-lock handguard which allows for easy attachment of modern accessories. Although the polymer material of the handguard is unusual, it aligns with the intended purpose of the carbine. The M-lock slots provide an option for sling mounts and the attachment of a white light. Furthermore, there is an M1913 rail along the top, enabling the mounting of iron sights and optics. The FPC's receiver features a sturdy hinge on the left side and a large latch on the right at the front. By pressing the latch, the entire barrel handguard assembly can be swung to the left side of the carbine, cutting the overall length in half. Unlike the Kel-Tec Sub 2000, which folds vertically, the FPC folds horizontally, allowing optical sights to remain undisturbed during the folding process. This is a significant advantage in my opinion. The FPC's barrel assembly is held in place by a friction fit between the charging handle and handguard when folded. To unfold, simply pull on the handguard until it locks back into place. However, it is not possible to fold the FPC with a round in the chamber. The FPC's receiver features a pistol grip similar to that of the M&P and an ejection port on the right side. The controls include an ambidextrous bolt catch, a reversible magazine release, and a well-placed crossbolt safety. Additionally, ambidextrous charging handles are located behind the action on the receiver extension. The trigger has a pull weight of around 5.5 pounds. The butt is designed to hold 2 magazines, allowing for 2 spare mags to be carried on the gun and a third in the pistol grip. This should provide sufficient ammunition for any realistic personal protection situation that can be addressed with a pistol caliber carbine. The MSRP is $659, and the FPC comes with a discrete carry bag as well as a 17-round mag and two 23-round mags. Being a pistol caliber carbine, it offers the convenience of sharing ammunition and magazines with your concealed carry pistol. Its advantage over a handgun lies in its ability to achieve rapid and accurate hits. Shooting accurately at speed is much easier with a carbine than with a handgun. This accuracy advantage becomes even more pronounced as the distance to the target increases. Pistol caliber carbines such as the Sub 2000 and FPC perform best at ranges up to 100 yards. They are generally quite accurate at 50 yards and can hit an 8-inch plate at 100 yards. While some have used 9mm carbines recreationally at distances of up to 300 yards, that is not their intended purpose. Their true excellence lies in ranges of 100 yards and less. It's important to remember that although the FPC has a longer barrel, it still fires 9mm ammunition. While the longer barrel will provide a slight increase in velocity, it should not be mistaken for a true rifle. The FPC lacks the external and terminal ballistics of a genuine rifle. Nevertheless, for self-defense at practical distances, the FPC is fully capable of accurately and quickly firing aimed shots to neutralize an attacker. It also generates less muzzle blast, flash, and noise than an AR in 5.56 or an AK in 7.62 by 39. However, it won't be able to penetrate intermediate barriers or soft body armor like a rifle can. If you require an AR in 5.56, then you should buy one. The FPC's main advantage is its smaller size, making it easy to store and carry discreetly. Smith & Wesson's FPC stands out for its capability to fold and considerably reduce its overall length, suggesting it is designed to be carried discreetly in a bag and quickly deployed in the event of an emergency. However, it is important to note that, like all bag guns, it is meant to complement, not replace, the concealed pistol on your person. In an immediate threat, it is advisable to draw and engage with your carry pistol. You should only consider deploying a firearm like the FPC from a bag if you have the necessary time and opportunity. As I mentioned earlier, when carrying a firearm such as the FPC in a bag, you need to consider its overall length, weight, and width. The FPC's 16.3-inch length makes it easy to conceal in most messenger bags and packs. And although it comes with a discreet bag from the manufacturer, it may be wise to choose a less conspicuous carrying option. Smith & Wesson's recently released FPC 9mm carbine presents a clear competition to Kel-Tec's Sub 2000, and it's interesting to compare the two. If we put them against each other, how do they fare? Well, in terms of overall length, both folded and unfolded, they're almost identical. Both the Kel-Tec Sub 2000 and Smith & Wesson FPC can fold into a tiny package, which makes both of them easily concealable in a small, discreet bag that most people wouldn't expect to be able to hold a carbine. As far as weight, the Kel-Tec Sub 2000 is a tad bit lighter, weighing 4.25 pounds, while the Smith & Wesson FPC weighs 5 pounds. It's not that big of a difference, but you can carry the Sub 2000 in a bag longer before you get sore. The Kel-Tec also comes with integral sights, which the FPC lacks. As far as accuracy, both the Sub 2000 and FPC are capable of decent accuracy. Both can shoot 2 to 3 inch groups at 50 yards and 4 to 5 inch groups at 100 yards, but you'll have to experiment with different loads for each. While the velocity gain is not significant, averaging around 100 FPS for most 9mm loads from a pistol length to a 16-inch barrel, both perform their intended task remarkably well. Not only do these guns fit perfectly in a small shoulder bag, both of them are also great for recreational shooting. Their light and compact design makes those foldable carbines great for hikes. What makes the Kel-Tec more appealing than the Smith & Wesson FPC is it can use more than a few different kinds of pistol magazines. Depending on the grip module it has installed, it can accept mags for the Beretta 90 series, SIG P226, Smith & Wesson 59 series, Smith & Wesson M&P, and of course, Glock. This feature has made it popular among a certain group of shooters since its production debut in 2001. In contrast, the FPC currently only accepts Smith & Wesson M&P pattern magazines, which may be a deal-breaker for some shooters. Finally, as far as tactical features, both the Sub 2000 and FPC feature M-LOK forends and have easy compatibility with accessories. But the Sub 2000 has two major flaws. One is it can be difficult to mount optics on the gun without interfering with its folding ability. It is easy to mount an optical sight onto the FPC and fold and unfold it. Though the same is possible with a Sub-2000, you would require a specific Midwest Industries mount, which positions the optic at a relatively high level. The other downside to the Sub-2000 is the linkages in its trigger system are all made of polymer. If you do a lot of target shooting, it will fail to reset at some point. The FPC has an all-steel trigger assembly, which gives it a more durable trigger with a much smoother trigger pull. Given these considerations, I would have to say that the Smith & Wesson FPC is a slightly better option, especially if you happen to own a Smith & Wesson M&P handgun. Is it the best pistol caliber carbine? Maybe not. But one thing's for certain. It's a highly innovative product with a pretty good price from a reputable manufacturer.